Looking for a place to buy a crib because I remember the UFC athlete retreat. One of the best things for us to do with our money was to go buy a house. That's because if we buy a business, they're gonna want us to be there and rep the business, things like that. Be there. If we don't have time to do that, the only other option for our money investing was real estate. But I wanted to get something nice, and there's lots of tricks to it. Do I buy a cheap house and fix it up, or do I buy a nice house? I stay there for a little bit. I don't know. So, and maybe I just got to work on holding on to my fucking money first. I be spending that shit, boy.
So do you just live out of a hotel when you're in Albuquerque, or do you rent a house, or what do you do there?
Oh, I stay with Frank the Tank, man. He owns a house there, and I just rent a room from him. So it ain't too bad, but it's I'm from Orlando. I be having fun out there. I'm so used to theme parks and going out downtown and getting drunk. And on any night of the week, you go out on a Monday in Albuquerque, and it's like tumbleweeds rolling by, man.
How have you been dealing with that? It seems pretty quiet over there.
I train. I train my ass off. Whenever I'm bored, I just go train. I can hit pads with Frank at any time. Midnight or noon the next day, it doesn't matter.
Has that been a bit of a blessing? Because if maybe you were still in Orlando, there'd be too many other fun distractions?
I think so. I think that's a big thing for me. I got a childish mind, so I don't do all the things I should do as a professional athlete. Like I still eat Taco Bell and shit, so I gotta stop that.
How helpful has it been having John Jones in this camp, and have you guys done a lot of training in preparation for Cerrone?
I only got to work with him a couple times, but I mean, just a couple times with one of the greatest ever, man. Teach you a lot about yourself, about the sport, about, limitations and things like that. So, you gotta push your body past its limitations, and you always gotta break through and do better. You can always grow, like Tony Ferguson said yesterday on stage, right? You always got room to grow, and you gotta remember that.
Can we see the new tattoo?
Oh, wow.
9 hours on that bitch. That shit hurt like a motherfucker.
Was that your most painful one?
Yeah, definitely. I threw up.
Really?
I threw up after.
That painful?
It was so bad, dude.
Did you have to take any breaks, or was it just 9 hours non-stop?
It was pretty much 9 hours nonstop, yeah.
What was the meaning behind the tattoo? What made you want to get that one?
Well, God's gift, right? People always thought that I was talking about myself. So I always been planning to get a tattoo, and I finally went through it to describe, and it's not done. Like, this is 9 hours, and I got to put a background on here. This is war, you know what I'm saying? And God's gift to me is the sport of war. This is what I do. This is my path in life. UFC and Ultimate Fighting. I get in the cage, and I go to fucking war, man. So, and I make more money than most people, and I see great things, and I go to places some people will never go to, and I'm grateful for all of it, you know what I'm saying? So that's God's gift to me, is the sport of war and the things my body can do in the octagon.
All right, Mike, you're the pro, I'm the schmo. Now talk to me for a second. If you beat Donald Cerrone, are you going to take his cowboy hat and put it on in the octagon?
Why not, baby? I'll be the platinum cowboy. I like that lifestyle. I want to go fishing, hunting, shooting guns, fucking riding four-wheelers and driving boats all the time. I need that lifestyle. What's he going to say to me? I got more fight night bonuses than he got fights. That's the point, motherfucker. I'm here to get this money.
That's right. Now, you got this reputation of coming forward and being a guy with your fists, right? What's next in your repertoire for a guy like Cerrone, the next fighters for you down the line?
Same shit, different day, man. I throw these hands. That's what I do. I'm the man with the hands. I got the plan. And it's these motherfuckers right here. I put them up against your skull, and you either bust open and bleed all over the place, and that withers you down over time, or you go to sleep early, and it's a good night for me.
Now, you're a big motorcycle enthusiast. What's more dangerous to you, getting in the octagon or going 95, 105 miles an hour on that Florida freeway?
Well, I ain't fell yet, so, and they say it's not if you fall, it's when. So I try to wear my leather jackets and my helmets and shit, and let's hope I don't fall. But I'd say getting in that octagon. I don't know if I've ever. Well, I've been split up. I've been split and had staples in my head and shit. But I mean, that was fun, man. It was invigorating.
If the UFC were to do a 165-pound weight division, what's your case to be in that first fight?
Shit. My case
Yes.
is everything I've done so far that I've showed at 170. And when they know I don't cut as much weight as some of these guys coming down from 205 to fight at 170, I come from 190, only cutting 20 pounds. Shit, I die at one day, I'm at like 180, 182. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not that big of a guy. I try to use my speed. I got some power. And, you know, 5 more pounds would be fucking hard, though. Don't get me wrong, but like with the right people, I would hire somebody to cook for me and do my diet for me and fucking make it the right way. I think, you know, 165, all I know is that Donald Cerrone is going to see the best Platinum Mike Perry that the world has seen on November 10th in Denver, Colorado.
So no Taco Bell prior to that fight, then I imagine.
I usually do 30 days, of clean eating. I'm getting older these days. I need to do more than that. And, you know, I've been getting lazy. When I eat good, I go out to eat, but that shit takes like an hour and a half, 2 hours, and I ain't always got time for that. I've been eating like once or twice a day. So then I'll just grab some Taco Bell, you know, but inside 30 days, I got to stay strict on myself. I stay on the diet. I stay clean, and I drink a lot of water. Outside of 30 days, I do not do what a pro athlete should be doing. I need to better myself and do that, but hey, it hasn't really hurt me too bad so far.
And lastly, what's the best advice Bones Jones, has given you so far now that he's getting back in the swing of things?
I remember, man, when John Jones told me to do what I gotta do. Don't wait for nobody else. Don't, you know, when people will waste your time, they'll be like, hold on, don't do that just yet because I got this on its way and this is on its way. And you're sitting there waiting for this shit to be on its way when you could have already done something and had what you needed or wanted. So, you know, I just can't sit back and wait for other people. I got to get out there and do it myself.
Platinum Mike, appreciate your time.
Appreciate you, Schmo.
Mike, I wanted to ask you, what's it been like sort of seeing this whole thing between Cerrone and Coach Wink play out sort of publicly while you're preparing to fight him?
I mean, big drama show. It's fucking, that's all it is, man. It's a big drama show. Whatever gets the fans paying attention, man, they need to pay attention to this. 25 years of UFC, and you got Donald the Cowboy Cerrone, who's proved himself to y'all in the past. Y'all have seen me in big fights. I've come up short, and I never lost too big. And when I win big, it's big. So, you know, and I go out there and I put it all on the line. You know, if I got to step in to get hit, to land a hit, that's what you're going to see from me. I'm going to do what I got to do. I'm going to go forward. I'm going to try to be more calculated, get hit less, just like the Paul Felder fight, and I'll be even better than that fight. I only had 2 months with Jackson Wink before that fight, so now we're talking 6 months with Jackson Wink, plus a UFC fight under the belt, and just been really coming into tune with my life, how traveling is. I used to be real weird about if I had a fight, traveling, leaving training, you know what I'm saying? But now I rest more, I'm more relaxed, and rest does great things for my body. I'm not so hyped up like, oh, I gotta go train. Like I wake up in the morning, I can barely walk, and I'm like, oh, I gotta go train today. No, I don't. If I'm like that, then I won't go train. I just rest. Because it's like riding a bike. I'm not going to forget how to fight as long as I'm doing the repetitions at least once or twice a week.
Before we let you go, got to ask about this main event, UFC 229, Khabib Nurmagomedov versus Conor McGregor. How do you see that one playing out?
Man, I see Nurmagomedov and shooting for that takedown and getting kneed or uppercutted in his face. We'll see how many times it happens before he goes out. I'd like to see him take Conor down so Conor can show the scramble, get up to his feet, and then everybody who thinks Khabib, as soon as he gets a takedown and his wrestling's just going to take over and dominate, I hope Conor squirms out and they all shit a brick.
Do you have sort of a preference as far as who wins or loses?
Yeah, I got Conor, man. I'm going with the striker. I don't like wrestlers. I don't like how they like to hug on to people and just hold on. It's boring ass fights. It's not. And listen, I heard a boxer say, you know, people talk about these fan friendly styles and he was like, that's bullshit. The only fan friendly style there should be is the fighter friendly style of hit and don't get hit and win the fight. That's the number one style that everybody wants to have. But I mean, you do get fucked up doing this shit. You got to get hit sometimes. And I like to see people who are willing to stand and bang, not just hug on and you know, I mean, once he gets on top, though, he's dominated so many people on top. It'll be interesting to see because I know Conor can scramble. He's got some sneaky jiu-jitsu off his back. I know he can scramble as somebody who, you know, I'm not the biggest with taking people down, but if you take me down, as y'all have seen in my career, I've been taken down like 2, maybe 3 times, and I get up. No problem. Nobody can hold on to me. And if they do hold on for too long, what's coming out the clinch is these elbows. So, you know, that's what I'm thinking we're going to see from Conor McGregor when Khabib gets a hold of him. He's just going, shit, when the ref ain't looking, poke him in the eye.
Well, thank you so much for your time, Mike. Really appreciate it. Good luck against Donald Cerrone, and also good luck with the next. How many hours for the next tattoo? Another 9 hours?
Fuck, I don't know about that. We'll see. I don't know if I'm quite ready for the next part of this tattoo yet. I needs it, but I'll get it done when it's time. So I appreciate your time. Thank you very much.
Thanks, Mike. Awesome.